1 second here.
Here we are.
We are here.
All right.
So we'll just wait for people to start joining the live stream. We can chat for a bit.
We had some technical difficulties getting in. Glad we made it. A little bit delayed.
I'm just going to share this on our social media. Yep, we're live.
Good. Where are you, Ernest? While we're waiting, are you in Spain?
I'm in Spain. I'm going back to Norway tomorrow.
Very well.
That's why you are so pale and I'm so tanned.
Yes. The weather here is surprisingly beautiful. It's really extraordinary this time of year.
No, I spoke to a friend of mine. He had on his terrace, it was 27 degrees. That's warmer than here in Spain.
Yeah.
No, and you know the humidity in Norway and Spain, so that's actually a lot hotter than it is or warmer than it is in Spain for the moment.
Yeah, indeed.
Because it's so dry climate in Norway. So when it turns 25 plus, it's like 35 in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's different.
Yeah. And Jamie, are you in the United States?
I am in Canada.
You are in Canada.
Yes.
Been there.
But I would love to be in Spain right now. Where in Canada have you been?
I went with my wife and visited my brother-in-law, who is an oil engineer, and it was in the Quebec area.
Nice. It's very beautiful there.
Yeah, it's very nice.
All right. Well, so we're still waiting for a few people to join, but we could get started.
Yeah, why don't we just give a brief intro on what we're doing today? And I'm glad we have Ernest here today. Jamie, do you want to kind of lead the agenda and what we have to go through?
Sure. So today we're actually, choosing, well, not we, Kale is actually choosing the cover, book 1 of the Morgan Kane series in the ElPasoVerse collection, which is Without Mercy. We have 21 submissions. So we're going to have a blast going through those, and he's going to find it difficult to figure out which one ultimately becomes the official book cover.
First of all, I would like to say that I like this format, that the community sends in recommendations. My father would love that format, and I would also say that I really like the art form of the covers, which Ryan has provided. Yeah, so I think this will be a good process to in the future also to find the best book covers.
Thank you for that. I mean, this is a new process for me with book.io, which, we have 700 editions or so for these books, 700 unique covers. So it was a process of trying to figure out how can we come up with that many covers. And you and I looked initially at doing this with AI art, artificial intelligence, and we looked at some samples and we just felt it didn't work for the cinematic tone that we want for this universe, and it was hard to get the consistency, particularly in AI. They have trouble with the cowboy hats, with guns, horses end up with 5, 6, 7 legs, and it's just the amount of Photoshop work needed to make that good just didn't make sense. So that's why we went the route of filming footage, and then in every second you had 24 frames. and then tried to select interesting frames where there's movement and diversity. So we end up with a sample size of 700 images or so that to choose from. And I'm glad you like it. And it's a process. So I really appreciate the feedback from you and the community on how to dial this in for the series. So that's kind of my precursor to this. So Jamie, do you want to, and as an anecdote, we've been through different covers over the years, or we've looked at different covers, we looked at different
Yeah,
art forms.
I
You want to say
can make.
something about
Yeah, I would like to make some comments on that because my father wrote a book series, which of course become very famous, and he portrayed era in the Wild West or United States, a gloomy, dark era, violence, um drinking, hazard, all the elements, and of course, being a U.S. Marshal going around killing people for your living, of course, that really affects you. And his abusive use of both alcohol and women, when you walk around thinking that this may be your last day, I guess that's the way of life, how it turns out. And this also made my father's books into what I would call a dark universe, a dark corner. And when I started looking at the covers for the books, I wanted something that reflected that, if you know what I mean. It should show that something bad has happened, is about to happen, especially with this book, Without Mercy, where Morgan Kane goes quite almost rogue, could we say, Ryan?
Yeah,
And depict that evil and the suspension of, has it happened? Is it how many times? Is it about to happen now? Also past tense and now. And the gloominess of it all, the darkness. The
yeah. I
yeah,
mean, I like that because it's this knife edge between light and
yeah.
dark, or and
Mm.
it's always on that fine line. I think in this one, he's living within the darkness a lot.
Mm. And I hope
And
also the ones who buy the books also and read them or collect them see the fact that my father wrote these books because when he grew up, he was born in 1934. So when Western was like the shining knight in armor riding off into the sunset. This
yeah,
couldn't be the truth. With all the killing, the violence, the drinking, you see in the pictures of how the small towns were back then and everything. Hookers all over the place. It's really bad,
yeah,
and so he wanted to portray something that could be realistic, and that's when the legible psychopath Morgan Kane came to life.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Mm,
It's nice to hear you talk about this because
mm,
for those not familiar with this, intimately, it takes some
mm,
time to let this sink in. But when you do pick up the first books, this does come across pretty quickly. So,
mm.
so nice. It's a very hard-hitting dark universe, and that's why we love it so much.
Yeah, it is.
So, Jamie, is this a sample size of what we're looking at, or what are we seeing on screen now?
So this is just the general books in Without Mercy. We can start showcasing the 21 books that have been
Okay,
submitted if you'd like.
yeah, are these the ones trading in the aftermarket? So this is from the full
Yes.
sample size, right?
Yeah. So
So,
these
so
are some that are listed on the market currently and some that aren't listed.
okay, so Ernest, not all of these were submitted. So we're going to be evaluating the ones that were submitted by the community, submitted for the election of the wider release of the book. So
Yes.
as we do this next month or for the subsequent books, there may be a larger sample size, but for this first one, we have 21 to choose from.
Mm.
So do you want to pull those up, Jamie?
Yes. That's what I'm doing right now. 1 second.
And you want to also paraphrase who submitted it?
Yep. So
And then
this
are you able
is
to pull each one up full size once you've done that?
yes. So this is the tweet that we sent out on April 16th, where people could submit in the comments their entries, their NFT entries. So we can start off with, the first one that was submitted, which is this one right here.
Okay.
I don't know if we
And
can
as
see
you
that
go
very
through this,
well.
will you select your candidates, Arnav, and give some commentary on what
Yes,
you see?
I really love that photo, that cover. I call them photos from here on. I'm Norwegian. I'm not English speaking by nature, so if I mispronounce it or use bad wording, so please forgive me. This
Don't
is
be
a very
technical.
good. This is a very good picture, and actually, my father, which is very well known here in Scandinavia and parts of Europe as well. It was a painting, an oil painting made of Morgan Kane standing at the counter of a bar in exactly this pose, except that he had a full black suit on him, and you could see his face. But this, I think, depicts that because we wanted, me and Ryan talked about this, we wanted to keep the face hidden because like this isn't a poster of a film or anything. So to keep his face hidden and leave it up to the imagination of the reader, I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I would just like to say, this thing this picture is very good.
Okay.
It is one of my running up.
Okay.
Awesome.
Jamie,
All
are
right.
you? Yeah. Go ahead.
So the second one would be this one right here. Let's see. Is it showing clearly on our end? Yes. So we have the gun in the holster.
It's not in the holster. It's on its way down, or it's on its way
Let's
up.
say out.
Yeah. So yeah, up or out. But remember what I said earlier. I wanted something to depict the darkness, the gloominess. So this is a very, very strong candidate for me. I would like it to become a little light, not that dark, if you can make it a little lighter. And also, of course, you need to fresh up the text because it blends very well in with the background.
Yeah.
Too well.
Brief commentary. Just a brief commentary on that. In the processing of these, they came out darker than we wanted to. So we will address that going forward.
And but I love this one. It has the darkness. It has the has it happened or will it happen? It doesn't like focus on the face. It is more like this thing is about to get so serious.
It's an action shot.
Yeah.
Now this one's too dark here, but this is okay.
You want my comment?
Yeah.
This doesn't tell me a story.
No, because it's too dark.
Yeah, yes, and so it doesn't give me anything. Okay, I can see that it's gloomy, it's firing a match, but nothing else really. So this is not one of my personal favorites. No.
Let's come back to this. Let's move it along now.
Yeah.
So, you know what? This one is leading us to the pull PM link.
Yeah, maybe pull up your PDF as a reference.
That photo or cover is also one of my favorites. It is here you have the same gloomy darkness, the gun about to be pulled or just left the holster or is about to be put back in. Something is about to happen or has happened. I really like it. Really like it, and I also like the lighting of the yellow, orange, ochre kind of color that enhances the hand with the gun. Great picture, great shot, in my opinion.
Okay.
All right. So this one, for just so you know, this is number 0000. So the first in the collection, at the beginning of the collection.
Okay, that was interesting. I don't think I've seen this. Interesting.
I can explain what it is, or do you want to see what you see?
No, it's like the boardwalk, isn't it?
It's actually the floor underneath the bed in the hotel room, in a pretty crummy hotel room.
Okay. I couldn't see
Putting
that
up,
when I instantly saw it now, but
he's putting up the cigarette on the floor. There's a knock
oh
on the
yeah,
door, and home delivered.
yeah, okay, get it now. Because the screen I have is quite small, and the picture I see is even smaller, so I couldn't see it. To me, it was like it looked like a boardwalk. But okay, I get it now. Yeah, yeah, cool.
All right. On to the next one.
Classic shot. It's like your Yellowstone, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes,
great shot.
title
I,
sequence of Yellowstone. Maybe?
I like it. It is good. It's one that has I made its mark in my book. Yes, whether or not it is for this book, I don't know, but it's a great shot. Absolutely.
Okay.
I love the when you see the sun obviously going down and hitting his right side, our left side. No, I really like it. But whether or not it is for this book, I'm not sure.
I mean, a comment here is that in gunfights, if he's at a clear advantage here, if he's got the sun behind him and about to draw on someone, and this sun is in the place where the gun would be.
Yeah.
So, okay,
All right.
next.
This one's another dark one.
Oh yes, absolutely. And again with the cigarette. Yeah, it has the contrast with the cigarette, and you see the cold eyes and the shape of the nose and the features of the face. Yeah, it's strong contender, but again, for me, the question is this portraying this book? I don't know. But it's a great
Okay.
shot. Again, I love all the shots, but
This next one looks a bit similar to the first one. I think the hands are in a bit of a different position.
yeah,
What's the version of this?
and these are like, as I said earlier, this is like a portrait in my father's room, oil portrait with a Norwegian artist that made it, and it is very, very, very good. Actually, I don't know if it was a Norwegian artist, but never mind. It was on his office wall, and except then he had a suit, and it's the same as you said, Ryan. Very similar to the first one, but it's a very good shot, a very good representation.
Okay.
Here we are with another dark and mysterious.
Yeah. Yeah, very dark, very mysterious.
Again, this came out darker than it should. The original
Yeah,
has more details in it,
yeah,
so we'll pull that up.
yeah.
There's a silhouette of someone here.
Yeah. Too dark. It doesn't tell a story, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay.
This, I think, the interesting again, the lighting from behind is very interesting because they hide the character. Yeah, I think it's a good one.
I was happy with some light coming through the bullet hole in the brim of
Yeah,
the hat there,
yeah.
which was an accident, happy accident.
To me, this is like your typical Western posture with the hat and everything, and with the cigarette again. Yeah, it's a good representation again. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Are you making notes on what's your favorites, and are you ready to pull up the favorites at the end, Jamie? So we have a sample. You have your own notes, right?
I have notes so I can help her with with yeah, with the pictures. But then I would because you have forwarded this to me, and so I could review them before this meeting. I have Jamie. I have sorted them out by the number of the pictures that I was given. So that's
Awesome.
my reference frame, if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm very glad you sent them in advance because they are very good, and I've looked at them several times.
Okay, is this the next
This is
one?
the next one. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the next one.
Again, similar series as you commented on. I think
Yeah.
at the end, if you do have favorites from this, it'd be good to pull them up and see them side by side.
Yeah.
Maybe so we can make a selection.
Sure.
You want to go to the next one?
Also a very classical posture with obviously the cowboy or sheriff or whatever riding. So yeah, it's a nice silhouette. That's what it is. It's a silhouette. Again, it doesn't tell me a story. Again, that's the same shot or almost the same shot that we've seen before. Very nice. I really like it. There you have the ochre, orange, yellow light, putting emphasis or emphasizing on the gun and the arm.
The color of the light was paying homage to the original painting. That you
But this is I like this one very much. I'd like to see that on a book sometime.
This is quite similar.
Quite similar. Same comment. Classic. Love the light on his right side. Very good. But those pictures are also quite what I say, neutral. But it's very good, very effective.
Yeah.
This is a variation of a picture I commented not long ago. It is the silhouette with the cigarette.
Same comment?
Yeah.
And here's another one. This is like a little...
Yeah, it's almost the same as we saw earlier, but this time a little more color with the blue sky.
Just a wider frame, I think. Yeah. Okay. The next one I think you commented on in general. It's a different variation as well. And this one's similar to the one you had with the cigarette.
Yeah. But as I said, I think we should leave like the face a little bit up to the reader, because my father was kind of describing pretty much how Morgan Kane looked. And I'm a little wary about putting a face to it.
Yeah,
I would like to
on the book,
because that makes like a precedence. Is this how Morgan Kane looks? Then he has to look it like that in all other covers as well, if we choose to show the face. So to me, this is a little too much, but it's a great picture. I like the representation of Morgan Kane in this picture. No problem. Love it actually. But at the same time, if we go with a face like this, then we have set the standard. This is Morgan Kane.
It looks familiar. I can't quite put a pin on it. Who this is.
Probably an asshole. Okay.
All right. So number 75. So no face.
No.
I saw a comment somewhere on the forum. Someone said, "Is this Cinemax or is it?" It was some funny comment about that. I don't know if it's in the
Cinemax or late night Hallmark Channel.
Okay.
I'll leave it there.
Okay, that's fine. As embarrassing it might be, it's out of scenes in the book, obviously, because Kane is always in the hotel room, always drawing and drawing and drawing the gun with only the gun belt on, and usually shirtless. So, okay, moving along.
All right. So we're at the end, it looks like. Looks like this is the last one.
Okay.
And it's similar to the first.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know how we should proceed, but what I did when I saw these photos, I went through them 2 times, and I put them like in 2 tires, tire 1 and tire 2, because I had to choose like a decision, and it was quite difficult because as I said initially, I love the shots. All of them are very good. But the question for me was what would present this book as, and of course the most important is because it's number 1 in the series. So I don't know if you can arrange them on the screen, the photos that I have chosen. But the pictures that was sent to me was numbered from 1 to 21, and it was picture number 2. Then it was picture number 14. Exactly. And you see where I'm going. And then it was picture number 8. Then it was picture number 1. Sorry to make this so hard.
No worries.
And at last, picture number 6. So those were my top 5 picks for this book cover of the first book in the series. Do you want me to explain my decision, Ryan?
No, I think you've done it along the way.
Yeah.
If you want to add something, you're welcome to. Are you able to pull the 5 candidates up, Jamie, as in the top tier, so you can see?
Yes, I'm trying to do that.
Okay.
No rush.
Right. So we got this one. They're just not numbered in this tier maker,
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
So first
The only
2, I
comment
don't
I
know.
have, only comment I have on this, Ernest, is you have 2 up there, the ones referencing the oil painting.
Yep.
Against the bar. There are 2 more of those of the submissions. Is there a reason why you chose those over the other, or do you want to see them next to each other?
Don't have to. Point being, as everyone can see, because we flipped through the pictures again, it is, as I said, it's the gloomy darkness. What has happened, what's about to happen, the coldness, the darkness of it all. And that left me with thinking about him going rogue in this book, partially, and that's why I went for the gun in and out of the holster with 2 images in like color, showing part of his body, and with the yellow, orange, ochre light behind it, and then the total darkness of it all in black. And then it was the two photographs that resembled the painting in my father's study of Morgan Kane leaving towards a bar disc or something like that, having a drink and having a smoke. That is really good. And then at last, it was the general of him riding out with on a horse.
Okay.
That was like these were the options that I worked around.
Very good. So how do you choose the one you think now?
It was, I think, I would like to see the ones that were not chosen now, either as they are now with another book, because he has traveled so, Morgan Kane travels all over the place, and the lighting and everything is very good. But for this book, I would select what was numbered to me as picture number 2, the total darkness one, that one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this one.
Very well. No, I like it too. It's a good contrast, and that we also see some detail in the darkness too. So
It is, and it's raw, as we say in Norwegian. It is very forceful. It is, as I said, has it happened or is it about to happen? And it's forceful, dark and gloomy. I love it.
great, great. These are helpful notes for me as we go forward and design the covers for upcoming books. I take a lot away from this. Um, Interestingly enough, some of the ones that I thought was too dark are the ones that you seem to gravitate towards. I'm
Because
not surprised because I've had conversations with you over the years, and you've been pushing in that direction. So,
yeah, it is a dark and gloomy universe.
yeah, it is. It is. A challenge to me, an objective to our team as we put these together, is to make sure that we still have details in the darkness. So that'll be while we have strong contrast. Well, good. I'm happy that we have a cover. That means that this is going to go out on Amazon, on Apple Books, Kindle. It'll be available in different places. And when we do launch an audiobook in other formats, this will be the cover for Without Mercy. So this will be the official one on all the platforms. Not taking anything away.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Who was the
Imanat.
one? Okay.
What do you think, Jamie? What do you think, Jamie?
I think it makes sense that you selected this one as the Kickstarter to the collection of Morgan Kane on the ElPasoVerse. It's really nice. Really good shot.
Thank you. And thank you, Ryan, for making this great shot.
I'm excited to see the next ones and to continue this strategy of selection.
Yeah. So I'm really going to take this with me and apply tone on the ones going forward. So very, very helpful. Nice process to do. I like how we're doing it here. And look forward to doing this on Call of the Dragon very soon, because that's in wide circulation already. So if you, Jamie, can kind of give the word to the community to submit their candidates, look forward to see what we get there. And also one thing, a note to self is, I have to make sure that every frame is a strong candidate, and it's interesting.
Andrew from the community just commented, this is one of my favorite covers from the selection too, so I am biased. People are liking it.
Is he the owner or the NFT or?
On the NFT, the selection. I don't think he's the owner, but I could be wrong.
Okay. And by the way, I want to drop some alpha information. The next book is going to mint on the 27th of May. So the title is, what's the title? It is A Ranger's Honor. A Ranger's Honor, book number 4. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's hold on. Without Mercy, Claw the Dragon, Star the Gun, Backed by the Law. It's called Backed by the Law. The book cover's already done. The trailer's done. It's minting on the 27th of May, and it's going to have a circulation of 700 units on book.io. And once that book has been in circulation for some time, a couple of weeks, we will open to the community to submit their editions. And Ernulf and Jamie and I here will go through and select that one as well. But we have 2 more books to do before that. We got Call the Dragon and Star the Gun. So book number 2 and 3. We have to meet again in a few weeks and do this again.
Sounds fun.
Anything else?
Looking forward to it. And
we'll do it
I thank the community for the interest and appreciation and yeah, everything, all the support. Great.
It's really exciting to see new American readers now embracing these books and talking about them and just diving into this universe. They're in for quite a ride. I mean, it's just starting.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ernest.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Take care. Thank you so much for joining. We'll chat soon.